great. Actually, very, very timely. First time tuned in, and I'm hearing a word about patience and waiting and birthing, which we're just doing that next week with a startup business. So exciting.
Well, thanks for dialing in. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, my question is a lot of energy, a lot of stuff has gone into it so far, and I want to keep the momentum. So what what are the common mistakes a startup sort of makes when they start? I don't want to make them. So what tips would you have for me? Now I'm into the baby stage, I suppose you could say.
What business is it?
We have a fitness business, women's fitness business. So we have a studio, have had one for a very long time, but our long game has always been to move into the online market for the more mature woman. So that's what we've launched with a detailed programming and everything.
So they like online subscriber, and then you coach them from a distance?
Correct.
Meal plans and programs and things like that?
It's more strength training.
Okay.
Is our niche.
Okay.
For women. Then byproduct of that is weight loss and all the rest of it. Yeah.
Cool. So that helps me understand, because I mean the question of what are the three biggest mistakes are so broad that now I know a little bit more about the business. It helped me tailor them. The biggest mistake that most startups make is they do not invest anywhere near enough capital to build momentum, right?
Yep.
So most people think that by having an online business, most people, I'm not assuming you, but maybe to a small degree, most people think that an online business means that they can automate everything and then they can go to Bali and work on their suntan and money comes in through their online account. And nothing could be further from the truth, because yes, you could potentially build towards that, but at the start, it's all hands on deck. And it's just a lie, actually, that you'll get to do that. Now, and the reason why it doesn't work is that most people, when they start a business, especially an online business, is they think that by being online, people will find them. Well, that's about as smart as opening a surf shop in Alice Springs. It's just not relevant, right? So just because you're online, there's probably an argument to say you need to market 3 times harder online because there's so much online. You've just got to deploy every single spare dollar to awareness, because everybody I meet with an online business is struggling until they finally realize that I am nothing unless I tell everybody about it. And so don't spend money on anything except getting your message across as many people as you can, right? Don't spend money on coffee, spend it on Facebook ads. Don't spend money on going out to dinner, spend it on Instagram swipe up ads. Because you are nothing without reach. And so, that would be the number one mistake. And that's for every business, by the way. We always hedge our bets with our finances at the start because we're not sure it's going to work. The problem is, if you hedge your bets with the finances at the start, it really won't work. So you've got to go all in that area, in fact, let me say, you are better off to have an inferior product but tell the world about it than have an amazing product and forget to tell the world. Like, if you think, I don't know when you joined Facebook, I joined Facebook in 2007. When I think about the platform back then, it was hideous, but it was free. Now, all they did was went really large and innovated as they went. You are better off to go really large and innovate as you go than be absolutely amazing and then not have anything left in the tank to tell the world. So, I'm just really, really keen for everybody, including you, to just be like, I'm selling my stand-up paddleboard. I'm selling my bike that I bought. I'm selling my Lycra because I don't look good in it anymore. I'm selling my gurney that I bought that I haven't used. I'm selling everything. Why? Because I want to build brand awareness for my online program.
Yep.
And if you take it that seriously and test and measure 50 different campaigns through social media instead of one and it didn't work, then you kind of can't lose, because there's a hungry world out there that want to get fit and lose weight.
No, that's right. So forget about the build it and they'll come. It's get the foghorn out and start shouting.
And the beauty, by the way, sorry to cut you off. The beauty of 2019 is that You can run a Facebook ad for 24 hours and see, oh, that didn't work. I'll do another one, and run it for 24 hours and go, that didn't work. I'll do it again, and then that one did work. Now I'm going to back it with all my money. So that we get this immediate response that's available to us now. That's a massive gift. You know, you didn't have that 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. You ran a newspaper campaign for a month to see if it was any good, you know, and now it's immediate. So.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, excellent. And I suppose I should narrow my radius down. And even though you're online, you can think, oh well, I'm global now, aren't I? In this infancy, I probably, you know, for money spend, is to narrow my radius down. Otherwise, I'll just get swallowed.
Only for testing. Once you found out a message that works, go tell it to the world.
Okay.
Because I mean, why would you stick to Australia when it's like 0.00001% of the population?
Yep.
It's not like it's the only country that has unfit people.
So find an ad that when you find something that's working, that's getting engagement, then just let it go in a wider.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily mean the message transfers, but the market have told you they like the message, so you would at least go test it. You know, test it in New Zealand, test it in, you know, England, test it in the US, just to see if the message resonates across those borders. And then if you can get the golden vein where you get one message that works, well then chase that golden vein with every dollar you could possibly find.